With a hungry belly, the name of the cat was Whiskers Jelly. His throat was dry and his bowl was bare. Meow, me fairy cats meow. Soon may the kittyman come with birds and mice and some tasty nums. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full. Well, Jelly got his boys and they gathered round. They scattered seeds from a sack they found. In hopes the seeds they spread on the ground would bring small critters a boot. Soon may the kittyman come with birds and mice and some tasty nums. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full. While the gang was bored and morale had dipped, till one of the seeds grew green catnip. They snipped and they snacked and they all got ripped. They all had a meow that night. Soon may the kittyman come with birds and mice and some tasty nums. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full. While their heads were hung and the morn was nigh, the nip was strong and they all got high. Their bellies were shrunk and their bowls still dry. Oh, bring us some ice today. Soon may the kittyman come with birds and mice and some tasty nums. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full.
You need to shut the fuck up.
You're listening to Mor'in Rants with Tony D and Danny P.
I caught him jerking off in the family bathroom at work, and I had to tell my boss about it.
Tried to put my finger out. So I do.
Look at him. Look at the smile on his face, too, Jeff. Look at that shit. He's like,
I'm actually in disgust with some of
you
these
are
things.
probably the only person that I know that could probably sit there in that chair and get frickin' fat loaded on fucking toes, right? Is that what's going on right now? You're building one up for later? You're going to go up to your wife tonight and you're like, baby, you ready for this fat load? I've been looking at sausage toes all night.
Woo! It's showtime!
Good fucking morning, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing? You're listening to Morning Rants with Tony D, Danny P, and Amy. Coming from you live from Project X Studios. Good morning. That's a good way to put it. Project X Studios.
You like that?
It's fancy.
The only person I know in America that has a fog machine and possibly might have the fire department show up to their house during.
I think I hear him now.
During the show.
I hear him now, actually. It's they're knocking at his front door at this time.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, no shit. Like, what do you got going on? You got your, like, Project X, you got your own personal rave studio going on right now? Where's the sex swing, brother?
Yeah.
Right behind me.
Oh, that boy.
Got that
I mean,
ecstasy
seriously,
going.
I could literally see the fire department showing up during this show.
They
Like,
probably
smoke-
already, yeah.
Do you have an integrated, like, fire system project?
course.
You do, so.
Absolutely.
They'll show up. What is going on in this room? You stole an Oakley glass case, and then there's smoke in here. There's lights everywhere.
What's in that glass case? That's
It
what
is
I want
a
to know.
party.
What's in that glass case right now? Do you have anything in there, or is it just empty?
Playing cards.
Playing
It's not
cards.
just playing cards. Be honest.
Like Dungeon and
It's all
Dragon
playing
playing cards, or
No,
like
no. Playing cards.
what kind of playing
So-
cards are you talking about? Like regular
Collectible
cards?
playing cards. Yeah.
They have collectible playing cards?
It's
Well,
like
of course,
magic
a
cards,
magician.
right? Magician.
No,
magician
they're from
cards.
magicians. Magicians
from-
make decks of cards. They design decks of cards.
Yeah, like
They're not real.
he has Neil Patrick
Yeah, no,
Harris's magic cards.
No, not magic, but
Like
playing
magician. Yes.
some of them are trick decks. Some of them are regular decks. Some of them are made by David Blaine, Chris Ramsey, you know, a bunch of people.
Do you play with those decks? That's what I want to
No.
know. No?
I play with my own deck.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Oh, shit.
I mean, it's really foggy in there.
It is.
Hey,
I
can you
know.
breathe? Yeah.
No. Ugh.
Yep. All right.
Yeah, what the
Jesus.
fuck? Way
That's
too
really-
much. Way too much. I mean, he's got his own karaoke studio going on right now.
Hey, I'm down with
This
that.
guy. Unbelievable. So what's going on in the world today? Not much.
So
I don't think
much.
there's nothing going on, is there?
I mean, a lot has really changed since the last time we did a show, and obviously we didn't dig into some of the shit that's happening across the world, and Amy has been sending numerous articles about what's happening in the world. Did you see the one about the Apple phone, like taking Russia completely off the phone app? Like they're not even.
Well, what's going on with the world? I haven't been following. I have no idea what's going on right now. All I know is I'm paying over $4 for gas, so that's fucking cool.
Well, Dan,
It's a shit show, Dan. It's a shit show.
there's a war that's going on right now in Ukraine.
A war. Are you serious?
By Putin the pussy, and
Good Lord.
a lot of people are dying, a lot of people are fleeing, and it's affecting our economy. And yeah, we're going to be paying $7 a gallon by summertime. Believe that.
Do you think that's going to happen? Do you think we're going to be actually paying $7 a gallon?
I'd say at
Has
least
any-
6. Yeah.
I would say in some states it will get that way. I won't say all states will get that. I think your higher end states like you're in New York, California, higher states like that are very driven democratically will push $7 a gallon. Michigan might even hit that too. But at what point in time, as we Americans, as other countries do we stand up and say enough is enough? That's my question. When do we rise and stop taking it in the ass and say enough is enough? When?
Well, I think we're seeing that now.
With what?
I think we're seeing people that are destined to get down to the Capitol, protest, have enough, because you're not going to completely have, like, and I can't see it, like another insurrection. They got that bullshit, like, in check. But I think you're going to see a lot of protesting coming around with, like, you heard about the trucker convoy that's happening,
right?
I think that's happening today. Actually,
They're actually on their way to DC right now, aren't they? Or if not already there. That's But here's the thing with that: you can protest all you want right now, right? But it falls upon deaf ears. It does deaf ears. It just, I mean, honestly, I could go stand outside and protest. I'm either A, going to get dirty looks, or I'm going to get honked at, right? So which one are you going to fucking gather, right? So action has to be taken in order to create a change. If we stand by and just let it happen, like we have for the past 40 some plus years, ain't nothing going to change, my man. Money controls everything politically, and it's sad. It's just sad. And we as Americans are being lied to day in and day out. I will be honest with you. I don't trust the news because I don't know what news is the truth. Everything is different. There's been news stations that have blatantly lied to you, and people still stand by that news station. Mm-hmm. Why? It's clear. It's right in front of you. Are you that naive that you don't believe that, or that you do believe it? You know what I mean?
Right. Well, I think that's where a lot of misinformation is being, thrown out there. Obviously, social media is probably the devil to a majority of this, because without social media, we're not seeing what's actually happening. I mean, you got people on the war front of Ukraine that are making TikTok videos, right? And they're showing like tanks coming through and buildings being bombed and actually people being killed, right? There's no censorship to that. They're not censoring any of that.
No.
And then like shit like CNN, they're showing like, dead bodies on the ground in Russia of dead soldiers. The interesting one was the Ukraine people captured a Russian soldier last week. And instead of like torturing this guy and, kicking his ass or killing him or whatever it may be, they were feeding him. They were giving him blankets. And he said in this little like TikTok video, he goes, "I don't want to do this to you people."
Mm-hmm.
And he's like an 18-year-old baby, man, baby face, And he's saying, "I don't want to do this to you. I don't want to kill you.
Yeah.
You're my neighbor."
Yep.
And that's where like Putin the pussy, he's going to continue to do this until someone, and I'm going to say it, and even Lindsey Graham said it last week, someone from inside of Russia needs to take this fucker out. Because here's the thing, you can't be somebody that's looking at this and agreeing and saying this is right.
No, they're protesting in Moscow. They don't agree with it. They don't agree with it at all, right? And it's sad to see that these troops have been told it's an exercise mission, right? But at what point in time do these guys realize it's not a fucking exercise when you're dropping live rounds into a fucking city filled with civilians and soldiers? That's not an exercise. What he is doing right now, what Pussy Putin is doing, is what I like to call him, is he has created a war crime. He has declared war on a sovereign country for no reason other than its natural resources. And whatever his motive is behind it, it needs to be stopped. Whether it's us that gets involved, which I hope it doesn't happen, because if that happens, then we're going to see a shit ton of stuff go on. But somebody, another country needs to team up with New Ukraine, minus the United States. That's just the way I see it. But we're ready to go if we need to be. That's honest to God truth.
I mean, we're talking some serious shit though that went down. I mean,
Yeah.
we're not talking we're not talking Afghanistan here, guys.
No.
You know what I mean? Some desert fucking camel riders against fucking American tanks and shit like that. I mean, you're going against forces of mass destruction and shit like that. Like, we will, and I'm gonna say, we will get hit. We will get hit. I mean, I agree with you. What we were talking about yesterday. Yeah, we'll shoot some shit down.
Mm-hmm.
We will shoot some shit down, but some shit will get through.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? What will get through? Who knows? But if it comes down to it, some shit's going to come through.
I mean, if it comes to that, right? If it comes to that, I mean, I hope and pray to God for my sake and my kids' sake. I hope it doesn't come down to that. But at the same point in time, like I said, everything that you find out about countries are hearsay. Do you think the exact numbers on those nukes that Russia has is true? Probably not.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't. I honestly don't.
Kev writes in the chat, well, we did just have Nancy Pelosi back importing crude oil from Russia, so where do we import from now? As you know, they won't open our oil back up in the U.S. And Dan and Amy, I think we talked about it yesterday when we were just doing our little precast. I said that they need to reopen the Keystone Pipeline right now.
Yeah. Immediately.
Right now. You need to reopen it.
But that's not going to happen because under Biden's new Green Deal, why do we do that to our own? We as Americans have enough resources in our own country, Alaska alone, to just use our own natural resources. We don't need to import shit, but we should be exporting shit. And it's sad to see where the gas prices are now. And it's just sad to see that we're still buying stuff from Russia as far as barrels, like I think what I heard the other day, $138 million a day of crude oil from Russia. That's
60 million of reserve barrels are being issued for the United States as of this morning. So reserve tanks.
Right.
So
it's just, I mean, Amanda says the United States needs to keep their nose out of it and take care of things here. Absolutely. I agree with you there. This is the last thing our country needs is war. 100%. 100%. We just pulled all our troops out of Afghanistan. We've seen what happened there, right? 100%. We don't need to go back into another wartime. I agree with that 100%.
And the thing about that is like what people don't realize is that, yeah, we were in Afghanistan for 20 years, right? We're going to pay for that for the next 40.
Yeah.
Right? We're never, I mean, in our lifetime, we're never going to see that debt disappear. In reality, we're still paying for Vietnam.
Oh, 100%.
Right? We're still paying for the Vietnam War. But the thing is like everyone that comes to me and they talk political and they say, well, Russia's friends with China. Well, China really, in reality, when you think about it, like you do a little research, would China really want to fuck up their money because like 90% of shit that's made is made in China that gets shipped over here and they're making a shit ton of money off of us. And we owe them a huge amount of debt. We owe China a huge amount of debt. So you stop trade with China and then you sanction Russia. What are we actually causing? And this is where I think this administration has no fucking idea what they're doing. Because they're going to make decisions based on, well, we could just do this and just prevent this. But in reality, they're actually hurting us. They're not fixing a problem. They're causing problems. And this administration is fucked up. Here's the thing. Our economy was great with Trump. Our unemployment was great with Trump. Gas prices were fucking phenomenal. I think, what were we paying? I think it got down to like $1.98 and shit.
Yeah.
With Trump, we were paying like $1.98. Just the economy alone was just flourishing. We were bringing back jobs and manufacturing in America.
Right.
Take it, yeah. Trump wasn't politically correct when he spoke, but he was a businessman.
100%.
And he knew money. He knew money. Yeah, he might have said some stupid shit, but he was a fucking businessman. I'll leave it to you because a lot of people are talking in the chat.
Well, and here's the thing. Here's the thing about that, right? And by no means are we at Morning Rants saying Trump is the key to all problems. That is not what we're saying. What we're saying is basically the economy was better off than as it is now. And if you disagree with that, you're lost. You're lost. I mean, and I'm sorry, but you are lost. You have to look at, how much, like Tony just clarified, gas, I think, was at its highest, $1 or lowest, $1.83 here in Michigan.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly. I don't know. That was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's dude, I hate to see it, man, because there's no reason why it should be like this. There's absolutely not. Inflation has gone through the fucking roof. Gas is telling lumber, here, hold my fucking beer. You know what I mean?
That last night. You saw
that. So I mean, it's guys. What are we gonna do about it? That's the question. Is we can say
when you really look at America and you look at the West of America, right? What is the Midwest known for? Agriculture, right?
Yeah.
Lots of fucking vegetables, lots of wheat, lots of cotton, everything. We could do it here. Trump made that point. We could have 100% exports out of Iowa. I forget what it was out of Iowa. You know, Idaho's known for what? Potatoes. So when they broke it down, they were saying that they were getting some sort of potatoes from the Ukraine. Because the Ukraine people I think it was 28% of magnesium came from the Ukraine, and
like
wheat
25% of wheat. And they're also talking about that too. Like if you're a drinker out there or enjoy your bubbly, if you will, they're saying the price of beer is going to go up because of this too. So
I believe it because wheat and barley.
Yeah. Kev says a 2x4x8 went for $3.75 to $9.75 here in the last month.
That's what
really.
Phil.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I mean, that's just crazy.
Phil, thank you. That's what it was. It was corn in Iowa.
Phil's my brother, by the way.
No. Yeah, well, but no, Phil, he's right. It was corn.
It was corn, yeah.
Iowa
Iowa's corn.
But
Idaho's potatoes.
but like, everyone. See, you got to look at this, right? And the administration that's in right now is blind.
Mm-hmm.
They're blind, and I'm not doubting you. I'm not telling you who to vote for. I'm not going to sit here and talk shit and be like, "Oh, you're an asshole for voting for this guy or that guy." But you really didn't really base the votes off of the facts of what was happening in America. You based it off of likeness.
Ladies and gentlemen, here he goes.
You didn't base it off of what was flourishing in the country, where we were as a nation.
Right.
I mean, let's be real here. When the vaccine came out, everyone was promoting it, and Biden was taking it under his wing. Biden didn't get that fucking set up. Biden walked into that.
Can I also say something here real quick? Didn't he also say he was going to cure cancer?
Yes.
Where's that at?
That was just recently.
Yeah.
That was just recently. He said that cancer. Hold on.
We got a phone call?
Yeah, Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Oh. I may know who this is.
Uh-oh.
Hey, what's going on? You're on the air.
Dan? Is this Dan, the mattress man?
Is this who?
Dan? Like, Don, the mattress man?
Like Dirt Don?
Fuck.
Dan?
Hey, you're speaking to Danny B. How's it going? What's up? Are you trolling right now?
Eat it?
Who is this?
Dan?
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, Dan's here.
Oh, yes. This is Ponytail Girl.
Okay.
Is that your son?
No, I have
Who is
no
it?
I have no idea who the fuck that
Did he
is.
just call you Ponytail Girl? What?
Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
I will slide this bag down.
It was a Grand Rapids number? Call it back.
Yeah, no.
I can't call back on the.
It's
on the
fine. I have
What?
no idea. I have no idea. Ponytail girl. I don't know who you are, but thanks for calling in. Good Lord.
Thanks for your input.
I guess that's what I get for sharing this shit on my personal page, I guess. I don't know.
But yeah, I turned off so like I don't hear the phone ringer thing come through the show.
Yeah,
so.
you're fine.
But
where were we now?
I have no idea.
The cancer thing. The cancer thing.
Yes. Oh, yes. Curing cancer under the Biden administration. Got it.
So he just said that shit like last week.
No, dude. He said it while he was.
Well,
running.
no, they were putting money into it
Yeah,
last week
yeah.
during the
Okay.
State of the Union thing.
Okay.
And I got something else for that motherfucker.
Yeah.
too
Same
after
here.
this.
Yeah.
He said that in the next 25 years, they'll be able to cure all cancer.
He won't even be alive.
No.
No.
I know. And then the best part about that State of the Union address, and it pissed me off a little bit. He was like, "People that are suffering with mental illness, you are not alone." And I sat there. I was like, "I fucking know this.
Right.
I talked to many people, dude.
Right.
Like, what are you gonna do for it? Like." I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my God, this fucking guy had a stroke. I'm like, this is just fucking horrible. Like, just, oh my God. So it's just, it's just fucking terrible, man. Look, I'm a personal believer in that conflict can be de-escalated if the right approach is given. But in the circumstances of what is going on right now, there's no de-escalation. In my eyes, by supporting the Ukraine people and then saying that you're going to send over your U.S. jets for them to fly to bomb, you're pretty much declaring that you want to be interested in a war.
Yeah.
Do you think Putin's going to sit back and say, there's American jets being flown by Ukraine pilots bombing my shit, and he's just going to sit back and say, "Yeah, I ain't going to fuck with America"?
No, that's he's already made that clear that the West,
Yeah.
the West needs to stay out of this, and Whether it's scare tactics or not, I mean, it is something that needs to be handled, and honestly, how it's going to get handled right now is it's up in the air, right? Everybody's saying they're going to back Ukraine, but nobody's going to do anything about it until a NATO nation is touched. And as soon as a NATO nation is touched, then yes, you're going to see all hell rain loose on Russia and whomever else is involved with them. And it's just going to be one of those things where God, I hope and pray that it doesn't come to that. But at this point in time, these people are suffering. And, like when you and God bless their hearts, because I've seen a video and it's been posted virally of an old Ukrainian woman standing up to a Russian soldier, pointing at his face. What are you doing in our country? She's saying, get the fuck out of here. Go back home. And those poor guys, they have no idea why they're there. They really don't. They're being lied to them, and it's stupid. Putin should be 100% taken out. And if it's not done by the Russian people, it's got to be done.
Go ahead, Kev. Absolutely, Kev. Absolutely.
What did he say?
As a U.S. vet, I'm about to call in with my side on this.
Do it. I mean, I egg on all veterans to call in right now. All veterans, and that's including my brother, who still works for the United States Army as a civilian worker, but he did his 24 years, I think, with the United States Army. MP in the first Gulf War he was, and now he's training soldiers out in Virginia. So if you are a veteran and you would like to call in and weigh your points on this, I would love to get your standpoint on this. Me and my brother have talked a little bit about it when he was here a couple weeks ago, and just some of the things that he has said, it's brought to my attention that things that I've already kind of taken in place and known, but it clarifies them a little bit more. So guys, if you are a U.S. veteran, call in now, 609-526-8998.
And the vets are probably looking at this and just saying, what the fuck is going on?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is really going on here? The innocent, Amy sent me over the shit about, I think it was about the kids or something like that. The article, I think was it you that sent it to me, or was it?
Was the orphanage that they blew up?
The orphanage, yeah. I mean, it's fucked up, man. I mean, it's literally fucked up. I can't sit back and just. I'm a firm believer that we're the greatest country in the world, right? I'm a firm believer that we're the greatest country in the world, despite who's president, because of what we have as a luxury of being able to be a free nation and, do the things that we can do. But a lot of that shit has changed. And, I think we saw a lot of uprising during the pandemic, right? Which, by the way, when's the last time you heard anything about the fucking pandemic? Interesting, right?
Right.
Interesting. No more commercials about getting the booster shot. No more fucking CNN, Fox News talking about case counts and hospital counts and all that jazz. Nothing. It's all gone. It's all Ukraine and Russia now.
Yep.
So now all of a sudden that shit's disappeared, and here we are back to square one with a war. But I firmly believe that U.S. is losing that touch of being the greatest country in the world, though. I
think we lost it 5-6 years ago. I think honestly, no, maybe a little bit longer than that, but I think the greatest country in the world was back. All right. I am a firm believer. Yeah, I know. Right?
We got a call from Florida.
Oh, thank God.
Hey, what's going on? You're on the show.
Hey, good morning, guys. So this is Kevin calling in.
Hey, what's up, Kev?
So, okay. Oh, not much. So, okay, I want to go back to a little bit of what Dan touched on, asking the question, do we believe the amount of nukes that Putin says he has? Honestly, yes. To me, he is as bad as Biden. And just the way he's been acting, I don't trust anything with him. Being over in Iraq for 8 years total.
Thank you, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, what you
Oh,
dropped
call
out,
back.
man.
Yep,
call back,
back.
bro. You dropped out. Call back. Yeah, I would like to see where he was going with that.
Yeah, for sure.
But before he called, what were we saying? About being the greatest country in the world, you were saying, and do you think that we lost about 6 years ago?
100%. I think it was coming back under the Trump presidency, being that political correctness about, throw that out the window, right? Obviously, and when in this freaking godforsaken life that we live in right now, in this world, when did we become a politically correct? Oh, that offends me. Before the show started, Amy was telling me about the star behind her head that one of her friends came over and was like giving her shit about it because it offended him. Are you effing kidding me? It's a goddamn star, for crying out loud. Get the fuck off your high horse. Who are you to sit here and tell me that my star or what I have in my own home offends you? Does Elmo offend you? Are you offended by Elmo? No, you're not. Why? Because it's a laughable puppet, for Christ's sakes. Like, for crying out loud, man. Who cares? Trump did not hold back. And that's what makes him a human. He even said it himself. Political correctness, what the hell? Why are we so against, oh my God, his toe is bigger than mine. I'm so angry with him because his feet are different than mine. That's just stupid.
Of course,
guys.
you had to say feet.
Yeah, right. I had to get Tony involved.
You had to
in here
get
somehow.
feet in there.
But it's just it's like when we.
It's stupid.
What I felt was when Trump was in office, the U.S. dominancy of being a country was back.
Yep, I agree with that. And there's
up front, in front of world leaders.
Yep.
Not taking any shit.
Yep.
And the best thing that I heard is when North Korea made those threats towards America with the nukes, and Trump came out and said, if you fuck with us, he didn't say it like that, but if you fuck with us,
he wanted to,
you will be met with fire and fury.
Yep.
All of a sudden, shit stopped.
Yep, exactly. And
that showed dominancy of America once again.
Right there. Even when he met Putin, man, the handshake, how he grabbed his hand and just kind of pulled him into him and then gave him the firm. You know, that's showing, hey, I'm here. Don't fuck with us. And, we can have a good relationship. Just don't be stupid. Like, what is up with everything that everybody has to show dominance? Like, it's a big dick contest out there. And it's right now we know that Putin is showing that he has a big dick, if you will. He's trying to show that dominance of don't mess with us. He's doing exactly what Trump would have done.
He's trying to form a legacy.
Yeah, of what, though?
He's trying to form a legacy like Hitler did.
He wants to go down in the books. He wants to be known.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That is what this is all about. This isn't about the KGB. This isn't about, him personally. He wants to reconnect the Soviet Union, which is not going to fucking happen. It's just not going to happen. Because
call in.
There's just too many fucking NATO countries that won't allow it.
Oh, 100%. 100%. That's
the Soviet Union is not going to be reformed. You're in this for blood. You're not in this for money. You're not in this for exports and goods. You're in this for dominancy and blood and legacy.
Yep.
110%.
Exactly.
You want to go down in the record books as a crazy, stupid motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
That is it.
A lot of it's just really petty, too. I mean, you're blowing up orphanages and stuff. Come on. You're having soldiers going to war at 15. Like, their lives are ruined.
Yep.
You know what's funny about our chat right now, Aim?
It's messed up.
We got a lot of vets in this chat right now.
Yeah, why isn't nobody calling? Why isn't your brother calling? Wasn't he watching?
I have no idea.
Call in.
He said
Phil.
he was going to all week.
Trav's a vet.
Call in, Phil. He'll tell us.
You know, we got all vets in here. You know, I mean, if you want an opinion off of someone, a vet is definitely where you want to go.
Especially somebody who's been in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That, I mean, it's Kev, if you can call back in, man, we want to touch base on where you're going with that, dude. So please,
yeah, you left me with blue balls, dude.
Yeah, exactly. You can't, and you know how that is as a man, Kevin. Come on, unless you don't. I don't know if you don't get laid.
Left me with blue balls. I was like, all right, we're getting. He knows some shit, so let's hear it. And left me with blue balls.
Don't ever do that. Shit. But yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, and there was another video too that was out there. There's some funny videos out there. I mean, it's not funny, but there's like some funny TikToks. There was one of a tractor pulling a Russian tank, like kind of like stealing the Russian tank. There was one of civilians, and there was some Russian soldiers out of gas on the side of the road. And this civilian basically asked these guys if he wanted to give him a ride back to Russia. I mean, that
was funny. That was funny.
And you know,
but did the Russian guys laugh?
Yeah, oh yeah, dude. They were laughing about
They're
it.
so blind. They're so they have no fucking clue.
They don't.
None.
That's why 100%. That is why to see some of the videos out there. That is why I'm really not worried. I mean, I'm worried about the nukes, right? I'll be honest with you.
Right.
But if it came down to actual war with Russia, the only country that I'd be really worried about at this point in time in my life would be China. That is the country that I am most worried about. Russia, I mean, dude, they can't even get a 40-mile convoy across the border without getting stuck. And it's like these soldiers, they seem very untrained. And I could be wrong. I'm just going off of
they're babies, man.
Yeah, and it's
they're
sad.
18-year-old kids.
Yeah,
they have no clue. I mean,
Younger.
you go up against a powerhouse of NATO, of very highly trained soldiers that train day in and day out on this shit. You're going to lose. I mean, that's just the way it works. You're going to lose.
Yeah.
What's this right here?
That's where the Ukrainian farmer steals the Russian tank. I mean, look at that. I mean, are you kidding me right now? Like, how are you going to allow that to happen? It's just funny. Like, I mean, those soldiers, they even said it, have been lied to, and they have no idea why they're there.
All right, Kev says, still not good service. What I'm getting at is Putin doesn't bluff, and we need to be taking that man at his word. We should not bat an eye at that man. With his mindset, honestly, I think he would take out the whole world and not bat an eye.
I believe that.
I believe it, too. I think he would, but I don't think he would succeed at all. But taking him seriously, yes, you got to take everybody who has power of nuclear arms seriously, 100%.
Jesse writes, I think that the Russian soldiers that we've seen is just their militia that they forced into the service. That's a good point.
You know what? I've never thought about it that way, Justin. I really didn't. And these soldiers, they do seem very untrained. Which, honestly, if that's the case, and he's not sending in his actual troops yet, then God forbid.
Christina, try calling back in. It's up and working. So
yeah.
I don't know why it's telling you that we're not accepting calls.
But also, in the videos, the weapons that these guys are using, like the rifles and shit, the automatic weapons, they seem very outdated. So
very much so.
With that being said, Jesse's comment makes even more sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't think these freaking actual Russian soldiers they're fighting with AKs. I think they got better weapons than that over there. I would at least hope so.
Well,
I mean, I
saw a Russian that was with an AK-47. I'm sitting there going like, our guys got like fucking AR-15s and fucking 50 cals and shit like that. Like, dude, we'll fucking hit you from a quarter mile away. There's no comparison to the military force of what we have compared to what they have. All right, give me a second. I don't know what's going. Hey,
I'm gonna try calling the number right now.
Yeah. Try giving that a buzz real quick. We'll see.
We're calling the show.
It's working.
Is it? It's working.
It's working. Are you dialing a 1? You got to dial 1 on your end, or maybe you just don't have long distance on your phone. I don't know.
Jesse says I think his actual troops are in the convoy. Did that convoy ever start moving again? I don't recall.
It's
still moving, I think.
Why is nobody fucking taking that shit out?
Right?
That's the thing, because
where's the ghost of Kiev?
Yeah. Like just go.
Yeah. Exactly. How'd that go? I like the sound effects, brother. You've been working on that all morning, haven't you? You've been working on that all morning. What was that?
Oh, look at you.
What was that? He's into it now, folks.
That was a stealth fighter.
That was the stealth fighter? Okay. Can you give me a sound of an F-14?
F-14.
That's not.
I'm not too good at it.
I don't know what that was. It wasn't an F-14.
Minnesota's calling us.
Minnesota!
Hey, what's up? You're on the air.
Hi, I just want to mention that Ukraine, seeing those kids and everything, it just tears my heart. They shouldn't be a part of this. Russia shouldn't even have started it. Killing innocent kids, parents, grandparents, everything is just, it should not have ever happened. And it really ticks me off. And I love kids. And seeing this is just unacceptable.
Well, Minnesota, let me ask you this question: What do you think should be done then? Minnesota. Like, honestly,
well, who is this? Who is this?
I think is this Christina?
Who is this?
Yes, it is.
All right.
Hi, Elmo. Hi, everybody.
Hello. So, what do you think should be done, Christina? Let me ask you that question. What do you think should be done in order for this to stop? Because honestly, it's not going to stop. Putin is not going to hold back.
They shouldn't be Russia shouldn't be part of anything in the United States.
Well,
Not
I agree.
even the Olympics, anything.
Well, I agree with that.
Ukraine,
So what does that do to...
letting us take their kids and help them out and put them in shelters and give them immunity to come to us and give them a lot of support.
So if who gives them that support, though? Do we need to stick? Because I will tell you right now, Christina, if Putin finds out that the United States is giving support to Ukraine, he's going to start...
Well, he's already said it.
He's already lose his crap, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's already said it. He said by you sanctioning me is a declaration of war.
Which is not, but whatever.
But in his eyes...
All I can say about Putin, he can just shove the toilet up his butt. Because
fucking scumbag.
We don't want war. We want everybody to be kind to another other people.
Absolutely.
We want to help people.
Absolutely. Understand. Christina, I got a joke for you.
Ones. We have lost a lot of people during COVID, and we want everybody to have their family. Right. Not having everybody to have their family, that tears everybody apart.
I understand. And that's what everybody wants. So, Christina, what did one toilet say to the other?
You look a bit flushed.
Bam. Christina, thank you for calling in. We appreciate you.
You do.
That'd be good.
Bye.
Yeah, so I think what everyone is looking at, just everyone wants peace, man. Like everyone just wants peace. Like you look at everyone across, like what public citizen wants to say, yeah, let's fucking take this country for what?
Right.
Right. What are we taking this country for? I'm confused.
Christina brings it up a valid point about sports and Olympics. I'm a big hockey fan, and there is a big named hockey player by the name of Alexander Ovechkin who has been catching a lot of shit for this.
Yeah, I read a little bit about it.
A lot of shit.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that at all. He has no fucking say-so in what Putin does. He's over here in the United States for the last 20 years
grab a bottle of water.
playing hockey. Why are people in America giving this guy shit? Don't, man. That right there is sad. It's sad that he's got a little boy that comes to the games, and I guess last night there was a bunch of signs and people were booing him, and it's sad that all these Russian sports players that are in the United States are catching shit for this. It's not their fault, guys. It really isn't.
It's just where they were born.
Right, exactly. Phil says we need to give Ukraine a bunch of A-10 Thunderbolts, better known as the Tank Buster or the Flying Gun. That is, I love the A-10, man. That gun on that fucking warthog is like, and then ba 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 ba. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with giving Ukraine some help, but at the same point in time, as soon as we do that, it's going to be United States is now in this.
Yeah.
And I think between Russia, the eastern coast of Russia and the western coast of Alaska are like only 150 miles apart. And, it will be easier for them to enter that way. And, I don't know what's going to happen, man. I really don't. It's interesting to see it play out and sad at the same time, but something needs to be done to stop him. What that is, we don't know.
Yeah, I can tell you what it is.
Well, we can all.
You need someone on the inside to take the motherfucker out.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the A-10 right there, baby.
A-10 right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's exactly what it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly what it sounds like.
Hey, if you have service, and you are a
nose
vet,
diving down.
That's right. Call in, man. We want to hear. I want to get a veteran standpoint on this. Kev kind of laid it out a little bit. I would love to get my brother's standpoint on this. Please call in 609-526-8998. He's been saying he was going to call in all freaking week. I'm going to call into the show. I'm going to do it. Where you at, bro? Come on. I'm calling you out.
He's watching. He's watching.
I know he's watching.
We got some comments.
Yeah, we do. Let's get to some comments here.
Jesse writes, so what happened to COVID because all of the invasion and war automatically clears up? Well, we talked about that earlier, and we said it just fucking disappeared.
It's just going to disappear.
How convenient.
Kev writes back in, people really need to open their eyes and admit this really is the start of World War III. This is not going to end. Everyone will get involved one way or another, and it's going to escalate. In hindsight, I kind of agree with you on it because I think this is the beginning stages. Whether or not Ukraine is fully taken over, I think that it won't be the United States and it won't be the United Nations that get involved. I think Putin's the one that's going to start something with other countries. That's just my personal view.
So what does happen if Putin fully takes control of Ukraine? What goes from there?
Soviet state.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what he declares. So what he wants a lot is to go into that Capitol building and put that Russian flag flying from the fucking top of it.
Yeah.
But what is that? Why? Why does he? Nobody really knows
won.
his motive.
He won.
Nobody knows his
He
motive.
wants to kill Zelensky.
To him, yeah. Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
He wants to kill Zelensky. That's what it is. And it's fucking sad. It's fucking sad. Amanda. Hey. I didn't even see you in there. Someone needs to grow a pair and eliminate Putin. That's literally the only solution. He's not going to stop. Well, there's a couple things with that, Amanda, right? If you take out Putin, you got to take out his entire administration. Everyone. So just because you take out Putin doesn't mean that the next guy up isn't going to follow suit, right? You take out Putin, the next guy's making a phone call that day and saying fire a nuke to America or whoever, whatever, So you got to take them all out, which I believe. And I talked to Dan, and Dan says, "Do you really believe that America has intel on where he's actually at?" Who knows? I don't know. We don't know what they have. Do we actually know where he's at? What I do know is that Putin is terrified of COVID. He's terrified of COVID, so he will not. If you ever see him having meetings with people, like in person, he's at the head of the desk, and everyone's all the way at the other side of the building having a meeting with him. He's terrified of COVID. So I do know that. So he might be bunkering himself, isolating himself, or whatever it may be. So
Kev says, okay, if the U.S. won't get involved, why did he send 1,000 troops to Poland? We're already involved, continuing to aid Ukraine with arms and ammunition. We are already involved. I agree to that, but not. We're aiding, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think why the troops are in Poland is because isn't Poland a NATO nation?
yes.
Okay, that's why. So if Ukraine decides to go after Poland, we're right there.
But we have had troops in Poland for years.
Germany, Poland.
Yeah, we've had troops
yeah.
there for years. They've been stationed there.
Yeah.
It's a stationary area. You know, they won't go to Belarus.
No.
Belarus
is backing Russia.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, you won't see us in up. Got a call. Hey, what's up? You're on with Mor'in Rants.
All right, bro.
There he is. There he is. What do you got?
My brother.
That's my brother.
You asked me. Been
All
there,
right.
done that.
I know you have. I know. So what do you
What
think?
you wanna know?
What do you think is the end result here, bro?
So, all right. So the reason that Putin went into Ukraine is because Ukraine wants to become a NATO nation.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at the map, Ukraine has the largest border with Russia than anybody, and that's what scares him. That's why he wants Ukraine, because he does not want Ukraine to join NATO, and Ukraine wants to join NATO. So there's.
But isn't there also a speculation that Putin also believed that Ukraine was in talks or in works of making nuclear capability bombs or something, and he didn't want that?
And that's yes. Because that'd be another NATO nation on his border that has nukes.
Right.
How many nations on his border right now have the nukes? Germany, right?
Germany.
Yeah. France.
That's about it. Well, those are our nukes, not their nukes.
Right.
Those are our nukes in Germany.
Okay. Yeah, you were stationed in Germany for how long?
8 years.
8 years, yep.
So there's something, if you look it up, called the Fulda Gap. That was back in the day where it was us versus them during the Cold War.
Okay.
All right.
It's interesting because he's right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's right because actually Ukraine just like diverted a catastrophe like 3 days ago when the soldiers went into their nuclear plant. I mean, shit could have got real bad.
Right.
Real bad. I mean, when they took over the nuclear plant, like they were like inches away from nuclear. I don't even know what you call them, like machines or whatever it is, from blowing them the fuck up. So, yeah, I mean, it's
all right, bro. I got one final question for you. How does this get resolved?
They call that a nuclear. They call that a nuclear winter. When like you blow a nuclear plant, it's just like they call it a nuclear winter. Like nothing can survive.
It's unbelievable.
What do you think the United States should do?
Do what we're doing right now. Keep sending arms. Keep sending money. Keep sending ammunition.
But we cannot set a no-fly zone. We cannot. We will initiate a World War III immediately if a no-fly zone is established. Correct?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Because we will have no choice but to shoot down Russian aircraft.
And then it's game on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Putin's kind of saying already that it's game on without like America responding and saying no, game's not on. But he's kind of saying, he's like declaring that we are already initiating some type of warfare with the sanctions and the delivering of material. He's already kind of like thrown out there like this is a declaration of war. But like that's kind of been like up and down.
Yeah, absolutely. And then remember, there's 3 more nations right there next to Belarus, Lithuania, Estonia, and Latvia that used to be Soviet bloc nations, used to be part of Russia. So if he takes Ukraine, he might, and Moldova as well, then he might move on to there, and those are NATO countries, and then it's over. Game on.
Yeah, but don't you think he is so financially choked out right now that he will not be financially capable of being able to move into those countries?
No.
From what I've read online, and hi Amy, by the way, I should have said hi to you earlier. From what I've read, Putin has like $700 billion in reserve.
Mm-hmm. Yep, he is not financial. He's probably one of the richest people in the world, 100%. The only way to stop this is to stop him, and that has to be done from the inside or special forces, if you will. Just going back though on your touch of the other countries, bro. What if he takes Ukraine and then he decides to move in with Belarus, because obviously Belarus was part of the Soviet Union? Do you think he would go in there and just team up with Belarus to take the other 2 countries and then go back and take over Belarus? I mean,
he's already in bed with Belarus. That's why he let the troops in Belarus stage on their borders to invade Ukraine, because they're only 40 miles away from Kiev.
Now, have they moved in? Has the Belarus troops moved in at all, or are they just there?
There's been reports that the Belarus troops have actually been fighting with the Russians. I've seen that. Not sure if it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Right. All right, bro. Thanks for calling in, my man. I appreciate it.
All right, brother.
I'd be good. Interesting stuff, man.
Yep.
Interesting stuff. I mean, the more you talk to a vet or you talk to someone that is, I don't believe. Yeah.
When was what news source is that from? And that's the thing about news sources, man.
Yeah,
you just
can
never you can never believe. Yeah.
This is from Reuters, March 4th.
Reuters? Is that a
that's pretty
news?
that's pretty yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty relevant. But do you believe that face? He looks like a prick.
You know, I got talking to somebody that was from where's Boris Johnson? What president is he from? Is that the UK?
Yes.
Yeah. So I was talking to Prime Minister. Sorry, I was talking to somebody about there, and I told him, I was like, you know who he reminds me of? And he's like, who? I was like, he reminds me of Jeff Daniels from Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
Can't even comb his hair in the morning.
Yeah, that's a good comparison. That's a good comparison. Project X. There is a video on YouTube with the guy from Dumb and Dumber. What is it? What was his name?
Jeff Daniels.
Jeff Daniels. He's on a show speaking of how America is not the greatest country in America. I don't know if you can find that. They're sitting on a stage with a group of people, and you can post that up there and play it. But I think it's something that would be very interesting for all of us to listen to collectively, because it is very intelligent and it is very mind-opening, speaking to college students on why America is not the greatest country in the world anymore.
Wasn't that done in Michigan too? Because he's from here.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about then, right? This is
I do.
it, I think.
We'll go on to the next question. You, sir.
Yes.
My name's Steven. I'm a junior, and my question's for Will McEvoy. Do you consider yourself a Democrat, a Republican, or independent?
Fast forward a little bit.
I consider myself a New York Jets fan.
Nope.
Since it's been brought up, you've almost religiously avoided stating or even implying political allegiance. Is that because, as a news anchor, you feel the integrity of your broadcast would be compromised?
That sounds like a good answer. I'll take it.
There was a short piece on Vanity Fair's website by Marshall Westbrook. You probably saw it, where he calls you the Jay Leno of news anchors. You're popular because you don't bother anyone.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Jealous of the size of Jay's audience.
Are you willing to say here tonight whether you lean right or left?
This is not the part, but It probably leans into it.
My name is Jenny. I'm a sophomore, and
Here we
this
go.
is for all three of you. Can you say in one sentence or less what? You know what I mean. Can you say why America is the greatest country in the world?
Here it is.
There it is.
Diversity and opportunity.
Lewis?
Freedom and freedom. So let's keep it that way.
I love the look on his face too when it like there was like, oh, here comes
The New York Jets.
No, I'm going to hold you to an answer on that. What makes
Rapid.
America the greatest country in the world?
Well, Lewis and Sharon said it. Diversity and opportunity and freedom. You don't look satisfied.
I want a human moment from you. What about the people? Why is America
Not the greatest country in the world, Professor. That's my answer.
everybody's faces.
Yes.
Let's talk about...
Fine. Sharon, the NEA is a loser. Yeah, it accounts for a penny out of her paycheck, but he gets to hit you with it anytime he wants. It doesn't cost money. It costs votes. It costs airtime and column inches. You know why people don't like liberals? Because they lose. If liberals are so fucking smart, how come they lose so goddamn always? Hey, and with a straight face, you're going to tell students that America is so star-spangled awesome that we're the only ones in the world who have freedom? Canada has freedom. Japan has
Not
freedom.
anymore.
The UK, France, Italy, Germany, Spain, Australia, Belgium has freedom. So 207 sovereign states in the world, like 180 of them have freedom.
All right.
And yet you, sorority girl, just in case you accidentally wander into a voting booth one day, there's some things you should know. And one of them is, there is absolutely no evidence to support the statement that we're the greatest country in the world. We're 7th in literacy, 27th in math, 22nd in science, 49th in life expectancy, 178th in infant mortality, 3rd in median household income, number 4 in labor force, and number 4 in exports. We lead the world in only 3 categories: number of incarcerated citizens per capita, number of adults who believe angels are real, and defense spending, where we spend more than the next 26 countries combined, 25 of whom are allies. Now, none of this is the fault of a 20-year-old college student, but you nonetheless are, without a doubt, a member of the worst generation ever. So when you ask what makes us the greatest country in the world, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Yosemite?
It was a live moment right here, too.
We stood up for what was right.
Yep.
We fought for moral reasons. We passed laws, struck down laws for moral reasons. We waged wars on poverty, not poor people. We sacrificed. We cared about our neighbors. We put our money where our mouths were, and we never beat our chest. We built great big things, made ungodly technological advances, explored the universe, cured diseases, and we cultivated the world's greatest artists and the world's greatest economy. We reached for the stars, acted like men. We aspired to intelligence. We didn't belittle it. It didn't make us feel inferior. We didn't identify ourselves by who we voted for in the last election, and we didn't scare so easy.
Amen.
That is true, man. I mean, what he said, pause the video for a minute.
Do all these things and do all this
What he is saying right there makes absolutely perfect sense. I will agree with him 100%, right? Whether you're a liberal or a Democrat or a Republican, conservative or liberal, it doesn't matter. We're all one race. We're all human. We all want peace. We all want to be, backing each other's back. But there is one thing that I will tell you, and now you're going to get the serious side of me. From a family of military veterans, there is one thing that I will tell you, and this holds true to my family today. There is one thing that I will tell you about American people. When shit goes down, we will always have each other's back. That is one thing that I will tell you about the American people. When
the greatest example of that,
tough. 9/11.
9/11.
100%.
The greatest example. Crime rate went down to the lowest it's ever been, ever.
Yep.
Everyone stood as a nation.
You want honest opinion about what I meant about being strong. I will tell you right now, and I'm gonna probably speak too much truth right now if he's still listening, bro. I haven't seen my brother in 7 years because of some stupid ass shit. But when shit goes down within your family, you come together, and whatever has happened in the past, it goes away, right? So what makes us strong as humans and American people is forgetting the past and moving on, right? That will always be true as an American, as a brother, a father. I could give a shit less about what goes on in the next world. But I will tell you right now, and Jeff Daniels hit it correctly, we do things morally to help other people. And I think morally right now, you're going to see a lot of people that don't want war, but that are also clapping their hands to say, we need to fucking do something, and we need to do something now. And that will change the whole
And the crazy
aspect.
part about it is that it's one fucking person.
Yep.
It's one guy.
One country.
One country, one guy, and then a bunch of fucking people from that country that don't want this.
Yep.
Yeah.
The answer is in itself.
Inside his country, they don't want it.
Yes, and that's the answer inside itself.
100%.
If you don't want him, get the fuck rid of him.
That's right.
There's more of you than there are of them. Remember that.
They're scared of him.
Yeah, I mean, he would have to turn the attention then on his own people.
Right.
Which
is going to cause a whole shit in himself, because now he has to focus on 2 standpoints instead of 1.
He got himself in a 40-year ordeal.
Hillbilly writes in from YouTube. Welcome from YouTube. Hillbilly says, bad times creates good people. Good people create good times. Good times create bad people. Bad people create bad times. That's a lot of good, bad, and the ugly right there. But, I mean, I agree with that. It is true.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching on YouTube, man.
Yeah. Yeah, hit that like and subscribe and hit the bell for the notification. And absolutely. YouTube's great.
100%. If we have any more veterans out there, please feel free to call in. Kev, if you're back in at that good service spot, man, call back in.
Yeah, he sent an article in here.
Did he?
Yeah,
I see it right there.
I can't
click on it. Yeah.
I can't get it. Oh,
Larry, if you can find that article, copy and paste it maybe, and post that Project X, that would be amazing.
I can't open it.
Can you copy and paste it?
No, I can't.
No.
It just lets me show it.
But
no, he will literally have his own problem. And and I feel bad for the Russian people in America right now that are getting backlash because of this, because that's also starting to happen. And that happened with
that's happened with any war.
Yeah. Like it happened with 9/11 with, the Pakistani people or the Afghani people, that they were getting backlash because, it was Pakistanians, Afghanistanians, that did what they did. And that's not right. I don't agree with any of that shit. But it's just, we live in a world today that is so diverse and so broken up that, and Dan, Amy, you might agree, it might take a devastation to get us to get all back together.
Unfortunately, it usually does.
Right.
And all of a sudden, everything's forgotten, and then we move on.
Yep. Like I was telling you guys yesterday, everything is a spiral. You know what I mean? Like we were talking about yo-yos and how back in the mid 80s or the early 80s, yo-yos were big. But when I was in middle school, yo-yos were huge again. So, I mean, it's just, you got to have, it's sad to say, but you nailed it. In order to change, you got to have devastation. And it sucks. But I also think, this is me digging deep into my own beliefs. I also think this World War III will change the way the economies grow, as far as I don't know if you guys ever heard of the one world economy, and being that, Bitcoin and cryptocurrency or whatever. That's the future, guys. They're pushing that so hard. When you see it go away, it comes right back storming again. And that's your one world currency right there.
I mean, people are buying houses with crypto now.
Yeah.
You know, it's just weird the direction that things have gone. You know, it's just you can't explain it. When people have questions, like, have you guys had any of your kids ask you like what's going on in the world right now?
No, my kid's too into Oculus and video games to understand what the hell's going on. But
right,
it's one of those things where you do have to sit down and talk. I mean, my kid plays off a lot more than what he knows, so I mean, I'm sure he pays attention a little bit. But you know, at the same point in time, it's like, how do you start that conversation? You know what I mean?
Right. You don't want to scare them, right? You don't want to scare. Whoa, that's a hell of a comment. You want to read that, Dan?
Yeah, I'll read it.
Sure, bro.
He says, we are and always will be the greatest country in the world. Of course, we have problems in this country. It pains to see homeless vets living in tents only steps away from the White House in D.C. Well, we give away billions to other countries, and that goes to your point. We as a country will always do what we can to help others, but then you'll also need to take care of your own. It's challenging. I get that it's challenging, man. I get that it's challenging. I get that people don't want us to go over there. I get that nobody wants to see a World War III, but at the same point in time, you know, Ukraine is kind of holding their own. I will give them that. They're kind of holding their own, but there's going to come to a point, I do believe, that Russia's forces are way too much strong, and they'll just overpower them. And at that point in time, whether we have the president with the right mindset in the office, if that happens, or the one that we have now, if we go in there and do something about it, because honestly, I don't think, if we haven't done anything about it yet, I don't think we'll do anything more than what we're doing now, 100%, under the administration that's in office now.
Yes. I'm gonna Project X. I'm gonna send this to you. I'm gonna send this to you. It's going to be in the comment section of StreamYard. Play this. Wait. Where's our private comments at? Oh, they're not up. Private chat. Play this link. This right here. This video depicts. This is probably from about 10 years ago, Dan. Maybe 15, Amy, somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what America fucking stood for. And this is when we didn't take no shit. And just listen to this.
And the threats to our nations, they don't sleep. They're watching our every move. Iran, Russia, China, North Korea, ISIS, Al-Qaeda. They may be watching this right now. Our military should not be mistaken for a cable news gabfest show. We don't care what you look like. We don't care who you voted for, who you worship, who you love. It doesn't matter if your dad left you millions when he died or if you knew who your father was. We have been honed into a machine of lethal moving parts that you would be wise to avoid if you know what's good for you. We will not be intimidated. We will not back down. We've seen war. We don't want war.
This is giving
But
me
if you want
goosebumps.
war with the United States of America, there's one thing I can promise you, so help me God. Someone else will raise your sons and daughters.
That's powerful right there.
Woo!
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that does give me the chills, man. I'm not gonna lie, that gives me the chill. And that honestly right there speaks words of volume. Bro, I don't know if you've ever Phil, I don't know if you've ever seen that guy, but I want to know who he is, because if we get to the point to where we can get people on the show, I would love to have that guy on the show, man.
He said, I promise you this. If you want war with the United States of America, I promise you someone else will raise your kids.
100%. 100%.
That's America. 10-200. Be right back.
What did you just say?
10-200. I don't want this phone. Don't want this phone to ring. Yo, don't call in until I come back.
So I'm looking up something. There was an Air Force general, I believe, that has spoke the same shit about that too as well. But But at the same point in time, guys, if you don't believe that America can do some damage in a war, then, I mean, like, if you don't stand by America and other, I don't know where I'm going with this, but it's sad to see because nobody wants fucking war. Nobody wants it. But if we have to have it, we have no problem bringing it to your door front. 100%. Medal of Honor recipient. I can't speak today. But anyways, I mean, going off of that, I mean, what's your standpoint on it, Amy? Like, how do you feel about it?
So my kid just broke some glass, so I didn't hear you. What did you say?
Oh, nice. I said, like on that speech. Does that give you the chills?
Yeah, 100%. I mean,
what gives you the chills about that?
I'm a parent.
Yep.
You know, it goes to the part where you have kids. Like, someone else will be raising your kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Mark
right
it makes sense.
Yep. Like Toby Keith said, we'll put a boot in your ass. It's the American way. 100%. Hillbilly says 33 billion. What did he say? The sum of total. Let me see here. The sum of total profit of all farmers in America is 96 billion a year. That's a third, or 33 is enough to feed everyone in the U.S. Yet Snap spends 78 billion a year to feed 15%. Yeah, I don't. God. There's no. Under Trump, there was stability in the United States. And I'm not saying that Trump was the answer to all things. That's not what I'm saying, because I firmly don't believe that. But the stability that our country had at that point in time, and the fact that Biden comes in and says in 4 years, that was all Obama. That was all Obama. No, it wasn't. It wasn't all Obama. It's not all you. And that's where the political bullshit gets in the way, is like, these guys don't understand we're all for one, right? That's what we should be. But they're all for each other. They're all for themselves. You know, we're all for one. They're all for themselves. They'll use other presidencies, you know, ups and downs to gain political power into their own, you know, agenda, which, by the way, doesn't fit what he says and is doing. But that's a whole nother topic. You know, we did have a backbone again. You correctly nailed that on the head, Mark. Is we had a backbone, and right now we're just standing by, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with standing by, but at the same point in time, like I've said before earlier, something needs to be done. Whether what that is if we go in there and take shit out, then it needs to happen. But there's going to be a fine line where Putin's going to cross, and like you guys said, it's gonna rain down some hell. And we're all going to be a wrath of it. My brother writes in, if we go, absolutely. I'm going. You can take the boy out of the army, but you cannot take the army out of the boy. Understand? I mean,
that's
I get
most
that.
Veterans too, you know.
Yep, that is most veterans. But I think you're too old, bro. 100%.
When my dad was already retired, he was like, "Sign me back in. I'll find Bin Laden."
Yep. I will tell you,
I'll get him.
I have another brother that was so when 9/11 happened, I was working and listening to the Howard Stern show, building lockers. Now I have another brother who is a Marine veteran, and once that happened, we shut down for like that day. They sent everybody home, and they're like, "We're being attacked. You need to go home and be with your families." My brother right then went right to the recruiter, and he was like, "What can I do? What can I do?" And they told him, just go home, you know, be with your family. But he was ready to go. I mean, he was 42 at that point in time. And, you know, it's crazy. It's crazy to know that, am I afraid of people invading the United States? No. Why? Because we have about 5 million armed citizens that are going to stand. Texas alone could probably take out half the Russia army. I'm just saying in general. So I'm not afraid of being invaded. I am afraid of being bombed. Invasion with boots on the ground in the United States, I don't think in my lifetime I will ever see that. And I don't think in any lifetime we'll ever see that. So, welcome back.
Yeah.
Everything good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. But guys, if you want to call in and speak, 609-526-8998. Call in, give us your opinions. We would love to hear them.
I'm liking everyone over on our page today.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a lot.
It's working out very well.
Going on.
The wife just mentioned to me that we are sending tanks over to Ukraine.
What information?
She was watching CNN this morning.
Do you believe everything on CNN?
I don't usually use CNN as an outlet. I usually watch C-SPAN.
Mm-hmm.
Feel like C-SPAN's kind of good, but I don't know. You know, it's just we're crippling ourselves, man. Like, if you don't want to get involved, don't send shit. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
But by sending shit, aren't we like declaring something, Amy? Like, aren't we like sitting back and saying, like, hey, we want to kind of get involved some way, somehow?
Bless you.
I mean, that's how I see it. Yeah.
I mean, if you send shit over, you're kind of like saying, like, hey, we want.
Or we're on their side. We're involved.
CNN has been known to lie, and it's been out there in the news sources that they have lied.
Yeah.
So
I don't believe anything CNN says, to be honest.
I don't believe in any news source. I'll be 100% honest with you. Unless I see it live, I don't believe in any news source. That's just my honest opinion.
Yeah.
I'm
just wondering, the interesting thing is like, you know, we're paying trillions of dollars from the war that we just pulled out of in Afghanistan. We're paying trillions of dollars in debt to China, right? We're still paying for the Vietnam War. And this is not, by sending shit over there, there's cost value to this, right? And then we're also looking at 60 million barrels of oil in reserve that are going to be pulled out. So we're paying for that too. Who's to say that in the next couple years, man, that we're not just going to be able to afford shit? Like eggs are like fucking $7 for 2 things of eggs. Milk is like $5.30 a gallon. Gas is going to you want to take a guess right here? Like I say by July we're at $7 a gallon. Close to it.
I guess all we need is some Dickens cider. You ever had Dickens cider?
Dickens cider?
That's right. Butt plug.
You ever had spotted dick?
No.
The UK. It's a UK delicacy. It's a real thing. It's made by Heinz. It's made by Heinz.
That's
It's just like a pickled something, or what is it?
It's a cake. It's a sponge cake. It's called spotted dick. Pull it up. Pull it up, Project X. Spotted dick.
Spotted dick.
Made by Heinz.
Right here in Holland, Michigan.
I for years I've been trying to figure out where to get it from to try it.
You would love to try spotted dick.
I would try it. I would try it.
Now I want to see what it looks like. Put it up.
You see it? No.
Mike says I'm in California and we'll see $7. Yeah, I said that earlier. I said we were talking about gas being $7, and I said your bigger Democratic states like New York and California will see $7.
So like, what is it?
It's a sponge cake.
But it's called spotted dick.
But what's this? Is it chocolate?
I don't know.
Oh, it's a fruit cake. It's a fruit cake. It's a fruit cake.
It's got what? 3-star rating. Must be some type of good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fruitcake is nasty.
You can play the Dickens cider if you want. It's funny.
Oh,
you guys ever seen that?
Sophia has had it. Look, raisins.
Raisins.
Oh, it's raisins.
Oh, yeah, she's from over there, so she probably has had it.
Hillbilly says, for the first time in 50 years, I've had figgy pudding. Nice.
Figgy pudding.
Isn't that a Christmas carol?
Figgy pudding?
Yeah. Isn't there a Christmas carol with figgy pudding in the lyrics?
Oh, isn't it? Like, so,
Yes, listen to this. This is funny shit.
Hi guys, it's Gerald Porschman here. You know, in 1861, the Dickens Beverage Company has been producing some of the best wines we have grown to love, including Chardonnays and sparkling wines. Hey, Frederick von Dickens has now introduced a brand new cider that's been around for years, but is gradually making an impact on the global market. And it started right here on the Gold Coast. Dickens is slowly winning the taste buds of millions of cider drinkers from right around the world. And after sampling just one glass, I was hooked. I knew the ciders have been around for a while, but I just couldn't wait for my girlfriend to try a Dickens cider. When she arrived home from work, I told her to close her eyes, and before she would, I surprised her with a Dickens cider. I'm sure that there are many men out there who know of a woman that may be suffering from a debilitating migraine that could really benefit from a Dickens cider. So I'm urging all men to turn to their womenfolk and ask, when was the last time?
He's trying to keep his face so serious.
My day until I've had a Dickens cider.
There's nothing better than waking up to a good old Dickens cider.
My girlfriend loves Dickens ciders. My sister came to stay with us for a month, and my husband couldn't go a day without the Dickens cider.
My girlfriend loves a Dickens cider.
My mum loves a Dickens cider.
My sister loves to wake up in the morning with a Dickens cider.
I'm a bit young, but I would love to try a Dickens cider.
So there you have it. For over 150 years, Frederick von Dickens has developed a beverage that literally brings women to their knees. So fellas, for the sake of the economy, get a Dickens cider.
That's right. For the sake of the economy, that's what we need to do. We need to get some more Dickens cider. That's what I'm talking about.
Problem solved.
Dickens
100%.
Dickens cider. Dickens cider. Oh, man.
Oh, but wait. There's more.
Get the Bob and Tom version of it.
Hold on. He's got bloopers.
For my girlfriend to try a Dickens cider. So when she arrived home from work, I told her to close her eyes, and before she knew it, roast her with a Dickens cider that could really benefit from a Dickens cider.
That's right. You can always benefit from a Dickens cider.
All men to turn to their womenfolk and ask them, when was the last time they had a Dickens cider?
What it really means is we all just need to laugh sometimes.
That's right.
That's it. That's it. Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens over the next 3 months.
I agree.
Whatever this is. I'm interested to see what happens in your career in the lumber field on how sky high lumber goes.
It's going back up. That's for sure.
Well, nobody can build a house.
That doesn't. For some odd reason, we are busier
They're
than
still
shit.
here?
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Still busier than shit, and these companies find a way to just buy. However they're getting this money, I have no idea. But it doesn't stop people. That's the one thing that I have noticed. It doesn't matter how high the prices are. People aren't going to stop because we have no choice, right? We have no choice to pay $5 for a gallon of milk. We have no choice to pay $7 for a gallon of gas. What are we going to tell our companies that we work for? I'm sorry, I can't afford gas right now. I can't make it to work. You know what I mean? So we have no choice.
True.
It's fucked up, man. It really is. And like you were saying, you are concerned, about being struck by a missile or something like that. It's a big concern. It's a big concern. Because at any given moment, it can happen.
100%.
At any given moment. I mean, this is why I like when you get into subjects like this, especially when it comes to political war. A vet has a lot more intellect than a civilian. Right?
For sure.
So,
they see what we don't see.
I mean, there's guys that I talk to that they're all for going against them. They would go back and, sign back up and go over there and fuck some shit up. And that's them. But ultimately, I mean, I just don't want to see anyone lose their life.
I understand. Nobody wants life lost. I mean, I get that, but
I think
with war, that's part of the game, I guess, if you call it.
But I think we're in a position right now where it's unavoidable.
Mm-hmm.
I think that we are destined at some point to get involved here, whether or not it's invoked by us or it's invoked by them or it's invoked by a multitude of different countries. I think that no matter what, some way, somehow, next month, maybe next week, who knows, maybe today, someone's going to think that this is an act of war, and some way, somehow, we're going to get pulled into it, and shit's going to hit the fan.
That's going to happen. I see that happening. As much as I don't want it, we're going to get pulled into it. Whether or not it may be, us by sending the arms over there, but I do see us getting pulled into it 100%. I mean,
could you imagine, though? Like all of a sudden, like a fleet of aircraft just go over this fucking convoy and just fucking annihilate it. Just annihilate it.
I would. Oh, there it is. There it is. Yes. 100%. All right, we need to liven up the mood a little bit.
Okay, we need something funny, happy.
So we talked about it. I want to know about it. Childhood breakups. I need to know. You've had to had a good one, man. You've had to like, whether or not you ditched it, you avoided it, you sent an email, or you had one of your friends do it for you. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever really had. Well, I mean, obviously we've all had. Well, all right. So when I was maybe not my first time in Gulf Shores, there was a girl that was staying at the next condo over, and I was madly at the age of 15, madly in love with her, madly, and it was about the same time that Savage Garden came out, right? And we drove down there. So this is no shit, right? So we hung out all weekend, right? We were dating, right? We hung out all weekend. Got her phone number. I was gonna. She lived in like a couple towns over. We were gonna hook up when we got back, and like right before we both left, she's like, I don't think we can do this. So it's not really a breakup, but she kind of did it with me, and the whole way home, I listened to Savage Garden's I Knew I Loved You for the whole fucking time, crying. And the person that we were riding with was one of my mom's friends. It got so bad to the point where my mom got out to go get something from the gas station. She turned around from the driver's seat and said, "You need to fucking stop." There it is. Yes.
You just sang this song? That's sad.
I know.
That's sad.
In your eyes. Yeah. Enough of that shit. You're going to make me cry again. Stop it. Stop
That's
it.
the sad stuff. Let's do funny stuff.
So,
Oh,
man, mine is so fucked up. So, I was dating this chick
I love
named
how you
Amanda.
get so serious with it.
yeah. I was dating some chick.
I was dating this chick Amanda, right? I was dating this
Amanda?
chick.
Oh, don't say her name.
I don't give a
That
fuck.
don't matter. Fuck it.
This is going back like 2005, 2004. But I was dating this chick Amanda, and she had a stank pussy, and
there it goes.
I found out.
There it goes.
Why'd you take the headphones off, Dan?
Because you had to
Ladies
go
and
there
gentlemen,
with the stank
Mor'in Rants
pussy.
has returned.
You had to just bring in the stank pussy. Like, everybody, every time. I will tell you this right now. Every fucking story, Tony D is a one-notch topper, if that makes any sense. He's always got that better one. And he brought it in, minus my sad shit. He just got to bring it in with the stank-ass pussy. Women, I'm sorry for this guy. I really am. Just say it didn't smell right. You don't got to throw in the stank in there. Shit. Now you're going to make them all self-conscious and bullshit. Like, what the fuck?
So,
Good Lord.
So here's the thing, right? Like, She got stank. And
stank ass pussy Amanda.
She wouldn't take her pants off. So the way I found out she had a stank ass pussy, she unzipped her jeans and wanted me to slide my dick between the jeans and the zipper to bang her, right? So like the dick is like rubbing against the
New topic.
So wait. So I tried it and like it hurt and I was like, I ain't doing this, right?
Yeah, because you got rubbing.
Yeah, it hurts.
Oh man.
So the next day I had my friend break up with her for me. Because I was scared. I didn't know how to break up. So my friend told her he doesn't want to be with you because your vagina stunk. Like, but didn't say it like that. Like he didn't want to stay with you because of your hygiene. So like a couple years later down the line, like she sent me a friend request on the Facebook, and
Facebook.
Yeah, and then like we were talking, and she goes, "How come John told me like you didn't want to date me because of my hygiene?" I said, "No, I was like, no, that wasn't the reason. It was the fact that you wanted me to fuck you between your zipper and your jeans, and like it was just weird and stuff
Hey,
like
you
that."
got zipper dick.
But in reality, it was really because like, dude, her vagina stunk. Like it was bad. Like it was really fucking bad.
Why didn't she want to take her pants off?
I don't know.
I've never heard of a woman doing that before. Why? What did you get out of that?
Well, maybe
I think
she
it
had
was-
a
I think
big
it was-
bush covered by mushrooms and cheeseburgers and shit. I don't know. Fuck.
Did anything jump out at you?
I think it was like in case like someone like walked in and like you know like we were gonna get caught, that all she had to do was zip up her pants, but like in reality my pants were off. Right?
You get a blanket.
It was a really weird
Wow.
situation. But but like reality though, I broke up with her because it was bad. Like that fish on a dish, you leave it alone. If it smells like cologne, go home or whatever it is. You never heard
the timeout? You just made that up right now.
No, I
I've
didn't.
never heard of that.
If it smells like
No.
fish, put it on a dish. If it smells like cologne, you leave it alone.
Well, cologne is because they're hiding a scent.
Yes.
Smells.
Come on, Dan.
You didn't know that?
Have
Come on. Where are you been?
You know what listen? You know what I got called at work the other day?
You sheltered?
No,
A prude?
a butt fucking primate.
Why?
I don't even know what that means.
Me either.
Like
That's
someone
what
just
I was trying to say.
Like in what context?
It was just shit talking contest.
You're just
like,
a butt fucking primate.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. He's like, you're a butt fucking primate. I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean? Like, god dang. I was like, that was a great one. Like, good
Just
job,
out of the
bud.
blue. Just out of the blue.
Out of the blue.
Well, now I want to know why.
I mean, we were just having a shit pissing contest.
You're
is
a
what it was.
butt fucking primate.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's what it was. A butt fucking primate. I was like, okay, thanks. Appreciate it.
I did break up with a girl in a text.
What does that
though. I mean,
mean?
that was kind of pussy by me. I did do
Well,
that.
I mean, that's.
I did do that. I mean, that was
that's
that was
par
kind
for
of
the
bitch
course
move.
nowadays.
That was kind of bitch
I mean,
move though.
That's par for the course. I gotta pee, guys. I'll be right back.
Yeah. It was kind of like bitch move though, like breaking up with someone in a text.
I've done
Because-
it. It's just easier. If you really don't want to talk to them again, like just text them.
Yeah,
It's
I guess.
it's a shitty move. I mean, yeah, it's a shitty move.
Yeah, but
I want to know what this butt fucking primate means.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I mean, I never heard that analogy a day in my life. But I've broken up with a girl in a text. I've blocked people.
I want to know if there's any listeners that actually wrote an email to someone to break up with them. Like, is that still a thing? People write emails to break up with people? That used to be
Probably
big
is.
before
I would-
texting, right?
I think probably like adults. Like
People on
50.
dating sites or something.
Yeah.
I'll break up with you in an email.
Yeah. hey, I appreciate you taking me out to that $200 dinner last night, but I gotta end this. Yeah, but no, it. I mean, there's so many different ways to like break up with someone nowadays. Like the big thing, was like dodging. Was
Or
dodging,
ghosting, right? Ghosting
yeah,
now.
ghosting, dodging,
Mhm.
yeah. Like you would just disappear. Like, especially like it was hard. Like if you went to school with them, right? If you went to school with them and you saw them every day, and then you try to dodge them in the hallway, it's like,
I mean, you really have to be on your game for that too.
yeah, because you don't know. And then her friends are coming up to you. Hey, Carol wants to know why you're not talking to her. It's your girlfriend. I'm like, it ain't my girlfriend. Relay the message back to her. Or we're not dating. Well, she doesn't know about that. Well, you can let her know. Memo's out. Let the world know. We're not dating. Done.
All those relationships are nothing. High school relationship, junior high relationships.
I would not.
They're funny. I got a promise ring in high school, a pearl.
Oh.
Like it was legit.
Like, this guy was serious.
I got a pearl in 11th grade.
Yeah.
Like he spent some
What
money
happened?
on that.
What happened?
Oh, well, he turned out to be an asshole, but
Yeah.
I kept that pearl.
Hell yeah.
I
Go
made
pawn
it into
that
a
shit.
necklace. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Go pawn that shit.
Yeah. White
Hell
gold, gold, whatever. You can get money for that. Yeah, but
yeah.
relationships, high school, junior high, they're funny.
I wouldn't
I
date
love
someone
him.
in the
I
same
love
school
him.
as me. I wouldn't.
Oh, I did. Oh, I did both, but
I wouldn't.
that's smart. You don't have to dodge them then. It's easier.
Nope. Nope. And then like you'd be spying. You'd be spying in school like,
Mhm. I think it's the worst when you dated people like you worked with. That never works out
oh, I never.
when you're younger.
Yeah. Actually, I lied. At the supermarket, I did. When I
Doesn't
worked
work
at
out.
a supermarket,
Then
I
you
did.
still got to go to that shift, you know? You got to make that money.
Yeah, I did. I did date a girl that I worked at the supermarket with. That didn't end well either because after we broke up, we still had to work together.
Yep. That
And
just
then
makes
she started
everything
dating. Then she starts dating the other guy that works at the supermarket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At that age, absolutely.
What did I miss? I know I missed a lot. I just had to pee. I'm sorry it took a little bit longer. I've been
Have
home
you ever
for about
dated
2.5
anybody you worked with? Did you hear me?
I heard you.
Oh, we were just talking about it's not smart.
It's not a good move.
You still got to go to work.
Yeah, that's true.
And then they end up dating somebody else that you work with, and then that just, you know.
Well, yeah. So, that I have. I've also nonchalantly, I used to.
Way to start it nonchalantly.
I used to work at the bakery in Myers when I was like 18.
Nice.
And, I got a BJ in the freezer.
All right, we went from just wondering if you dated someone at work.
Hey, I could've
The
went-
answer is yes.
You're fucking
I could've went-
The
blowjobs
answer
next
is
to the
yes.
fucking donuts.
That's right. Do you think that
could've
was
gone-
glaze on that donut? Sure wasn't.
I could have gone way different angle, and I didn't. So come on.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking getting blowjobs in the freezer. That must have sucked.
No, yeah, she did.
Best
Travis
way-
says the best way to break up a girl is to fuck her brother. What? What the fuck?
What?
I mean,
What? Who said that?
that's right here. Right there it is.
Travis.
That's a
Let's
fucking
talk.
primate right there if I ever
Let's-
seen one.
let's
What
talk.
Yeah, call in about
Call
brother
in,
fucking.
Travis.
Oh, he will.
Is he your friend?
He's a listener from my old show.
Yeah.
But yes, he is. He is my friend.
I'm interested in this now.
He is my friend.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Apex Predator.
Hmm.
Phil writes in, what you need to know If your vagina has a fishy odor, healthline.com.
Does his vagina have a fishy odor?
Apparently does.
Phil, you want to tell something?
Best way to break up with your
Phil, I didn't know you had a
Are-
fishy vagina.
Are you really Dan's sister?
Oh. Is your name Phyllis instead
Is
of
it?
Phil?
There's something you want to tell us?
Right?
Is that you? Is that you, Phyllis? Hello? Dick Dragon?
So I have a
You
question for
try so
Travis.
hard.
What's your question?
If Travis's way of breaking up with the girl, if she doesn't have a brother, does he escalate to the father?
Whoa.
Now you're going all incest. Where do we go there? Let's not go there.
Going all in.
I'm gonna fuck one of these motherfuckers. One of them's getting into the poop shoot. Phil says, going back to
Travis
Tony's
says,
earlier
Oh,
story.
here's his response.
Fuck yes.
He's going all in.
Mm-hmm. You got to go all in. If you don't go all in, you got to go home, right?
Yeah, I got something right here.
Agreed.
This has been sitting here.
What do you got? Is that a toy? Is that your penis pump?
You guys remember these?
Oh, yeah. Does it make the squishy noise, too, when you hit it? Soccer
What
bopper.
is that?
Soccer bopper.
What is that?
It's a legal way to beat the shit out of your kid without getting in trouble for it.
Oh.
That's exactly what that is.
Never heard of these?
No, I haven't.
You were definitely sheltered as a kid.
100%.
Soccer boppers.
I don't
man.
think I was sheltered.
Soccer boppers.
Soccer bopper. Get it now. Amazon.
Nah, I mean, see. So my dating cycle was when the MySpace era, and MySpace had that top 8 shit. Remember that?
Oh, your
The real question was,
Yeah.
what was your song on your MySpace page?
I can play it for you. I can play it for you right now. I can play
I
it
don't
for you
remember.
right now. It stayed.
I remember
It stayed.
it was like the song of the day, my mood. I would change my MySpace song.
Nope. Mine stayed. Mine stayed the same. Where's it at? Yep, here it is. Wow. This is from 14 years ago. Holy shit.
You still have a MySpace account?
No, I just remembered the song.
Oh.
Oh. And I ain't gonna get banned because it's non-copyrighted music. Do you feel that in your heart, Dan?
Yeah.
She said, I wonder where
Been my day.
This is so serious for your MySpace.
From breaking down.
I'm feeling something.
My dick just got hard. I need some dick inside her right now. Oh yeah, all over your face. I just fell in love with you. I just fell in love with you, Tony.
Yes, I would play. You click on my page and you hear
Go
this,
again,
like,
Jacob.
you like this will start playing. It's like, oh fuck, I love this guy. But no, going back to like my top 8, like you would have your girlfriend as like your top 1, and all of a sudden it's like, yeah, I'm done with her. Take her off here. And put my best friend back up the top 1 there. Put him there, and then all of a sudden you get a phone call. Hey, why'd you take me off your top 8?
That's you know what?
That was a big deal, though.
That is still a big deal today.
Oh, got a phone call.
That is still a big deal today. We got a phone call.
Got a phone call. Got a phone call. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Be Travis, please.
Hello?
Be Travis, please be Travis.
Hello.
Hey.
This brother fucker?
So the answer to the question is yes. You run through that family.
This is Travis.
Oh, it's the brother fucker. Got it. You start with the boys first and then go to the girls, or how's that work, Trav?
Hey, whatever.
Like whatever.
Hey, what?
So if nobody's if nobody's available in the family, then do we move it to the grandpa, or? I mean,
hey, you got to do what you got to do. You know.
I mean, I've never
put your
thought
point
about it
across.
that way. I mean, what's the point though? Like, you know what? Fuck you! I'm gonna fuck your brother right now.
That's the point.
That's the point. That's a valid point. I mean,
You never broke up with somebody and said, "Fuck you and your family." Well,
I mean,
there you go.
yes, but I
Let's
took
be
it in
real
the
with it.
context that you're literally being a butt fucking primate right now. Is that not true?
Oh yeah, that's little. I don't,
Yeah, he's a
I don't
buff.
Fuck around.
He's a buff. Yeah, he don't play around.
Fuck around. Nothing wrong with that.
He's fucking that booty hole.
Attaboy.
Hey, Trav, I also saw that you said in the message you sent me you wanted to talk about the war.
No, don't want to talk about
Oh,
it.
you don't.
Yeah,
you
thank
don't. You don't. Okay.
Yeah, we've had a whole hour show on that war.
Yeah. So Trav, let me get this right. Let me get this right. All right. Before you and Lace got together, right? Back when you were dating, you're a crazy motherfucker, man. You've told me some off the wall shit. You have to have a crazy breakup story, dude. Like you have to have it.
Yeah, he's moving on to the brothers.
Yeah.
See? Gotta do what you gotta do. And the man's
You know,
worth himself.
I could picture I could picture this guy. This is what I picture. Him pulling up to someone with a deuce and a half, and like the girl's living in a trailer, and he hooks the trailer up to his deuce and a half, and fucking pulls the whole thing with him to some other part of the fucking state. Like that's what I could picture.
That's commitment.
That is commitment right there.
That's some commitment.
You want to move across country? I got you.
And Thunder Punch! Thunder Punch! Thunder Punch! And then
Yeah.
So what do you got? What do you got, Trav?
Hold on, let me see if I can get this little man.
Oh,
Calm down.
he's got the little.
Are you? I was gonna say, are you with somebody right now?
You heard it here, folks.
But then he said something about a little
Am I
man.
with somebody?
Yeah, are you with somebody right now?
Yeah, my baby.
Oh,
my son.
that's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
True story. True story. It kind of goes with the stinky one, but it wasn't stinky. It was a starfish.
What the
You know.
fuck is that?
What the fuck is that?
Oh, come on.
A starfish. But she just lays there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
kind of like the star behind Amy's shoulder.
Yeah.
Got it. Does it look like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Those are the worst. Those are the
Like,
worst.
It was boring though, and so I broke up. I just mid-stroke said, "I gotta go."
Oh,
and I got up
shit.
and left.
Mid-stroke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's.
Did you just pack up and go home then?
Then he went to the next room and said, "Hey, Jack, come here."
Yeah.
Take the condom
I
off.
went to her brother's room.
Throw it
and
in her
said,
face.
Today's not your lucky day, my friend.
Yeah, you're about to meet. You're about to get Pandora's box. That's crazy.
All right, Trav.
Thanks for calling in, brother.
I appreciate you, bro.
I've only heard one other person call that starfish.
Be good, Trav.
I've never heard that.
Well,
that
obviously, you hear starfish a different way, but laying down calling it starfish. It's new.
Yeah. Well, we're running on about 2 hours here, guys.
Yeah.
Should we?
21 reactions.
21 reactions. I think the highest viewers we had was at 14 too.
It was at 17. It was at
17?
17.
Shit. Let's go.
17. So, you ready to wrap up?
I am ready to wrap up.
Awesome. Good show.
Good show.
Yeah.
And we're back on Sunday.
That's right. I think it's just going to be me and Tony, though, because, Amy, you're going to be, what, on your way back from...
You can't say.
From
somewhere.
Wegmans.
Yeah. Dick's Cider. That's where she's coming back from. Dick's
Yeah.
Cider's Winery. We're here. We're live.
Yeah, I appreciate all your phone calls, man.
Yeah,
that was
guys.
pretty cool. That was good.
Let's keep it going.
Yeah, let's keep it going. Stay locked for the page for
Locked and
updates
loaded.
on there. Amy, Zofia, Larry, myself, and Dan always post stuff up there. And till we let it rock again, go to the Game Izzy page, gaming page if you haven't. That's where this all began. And give that a like and follow because Dan will be going live, I think, later on today. And you can check out his whole RP content, which is absolutely hilarious. Isn't that right, Mr. Dick Dragon?
Huh? What'd you say? Yeah. Okay. Wait, what are we talking about?
Dick Dragon.
Dick Dragon.
Dick Dragon.
Right here in front of us all. So until we let it rock again, you guys be good. We'll see you guys next week. And be safe, be kind, and love one another.
For sure. Guys, take care. See ya.
Goodbye.